나만다 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 氷脈. We are gathered together with the presence of Nam Amitabha, the embodiment of wisdom and compassion of Shakyamuni Buddha, to observe 2022 Central California Sangha's annual memorial service, the Hoonko, for the founder of our Shinran Shonin. Founder of our Shin Buddhism, Shinran Shonin. The Nimbus teaching has been transmitted through the 7 Mahayana masters. We gather to acknowledge our gratitude to Shinran Shonin for having clarified the seven masters' teachings and transmitted the variable Nembutsu Dharma. Standing on the essential relationship of all beings, we realize for entering the Sukhabati with the life of perfect peace and utmost joy. Today, we recite Shinran Shonin's Shoshin Nembutsuge with 6 Wasan hymns for honoring his lifetime achievements. Namo Amidabha, Namo Amidabha, Namo Amidabha, Namanda, Namanda. 仏言古代小下者善人名運だりけみな仏本願念部邪見教満なく修上信行十十人にな南中しな昔インド祭天使論下中華自地域史構想現代小構成小位明如来本税置き釈迦如来両合世一種五明南天寺龍樹大自主等世静の財派無権先絶大乗無情報召喚議事小安ら賢治南行六六新行異行指導ら億年弥陀仏本願自年即時入筆上唯の上昇如来語大大非偶勢音天神菩薩増論説異名無下公如来永州たら見信寺古戦の頂戴誓願こういう本願力栄光移動群上昇一心記入空徳大崩壊筆逆入大永州心特使連下造世界即昇進如昇人有本の人間人図入生寺恩寺をけ恩師鈍乱両天使上皇乱消防殺来三蔵ルシ十条教凡上宣行気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見世願大言猫ゆたり義症上心唯心人惑前本部新人法承知承知即涅槃必死無量光明道小修上回復権同社結晶道難所唯明浄道活入万全自力変願種円満特合感染症三不三神経音言増滅放滅道品一生増悪地具税死安女害小名化全能独名仏性因海上三葉逆阿公明明語経因念海日本願大智慧行者少女今後心狂気一年相応用意大東逆三に即小小市場ら原神公開一大教偏見安女開催先祖出身反戦時法家二度小弁流極重悪人唯勝負我薬剤非摂取中煩悩証言水不見大無限上昇が本資源空明仏教連民全幕万部に新宗教諸公演習戦弱本願具悪性現代生自臨伝下決地義上位小子作入弱上無意楽筆致信心の 教内自主使と上祭無変極上悪除く自主愚道心有意化ししこそせなもあみなべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなみなじょうべんのこの方は今に自己をへたまえり方針の降臨きわもなくせのもみょを照らすなりなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべな
知恵の光明計りなし
無量の所相ことごとくこうけかむらぬものはなし真実妙に奇妙せよなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべなもあみだべな夏の降臨きわもなし高速かむるものはみな有無を離ると述べたも病 ナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナイサイの上に触りなしこうたくかむらぬものぞなきなんじぎを奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナ少女光明並びなし下しこのゆえなれば一切のごけものぞこりぬひきょえを奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナ公園のぶと名付けたり三途の国安開くなり大奥を奇妙せよがにしくのくみょうのうせいさいどうほんぼ大心おじょんなこナマンダウナマンダウナマンダウナマンダウナマンダナマンダウナ Namanda. 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 ご文書を頂戴いたします。We received a letter from Renya Shonin entitled on Shonin 一流の書 Shinran Shonin's teachings. What is taught by Shinran Shonin and his school is that Shinjin, the emergence of Buddha nature, is fundamental of teachings. The reason for this is that by abandoning all unreliable practices and by relying upon Shakyamuni Buddha's Amitabha, that means immeasurable, merciful wisdom and kindness, the working of original Buddha nature, which contains the attribute of boundless light. Our deliverance is assured by the Buddha through such a power that benefits of all others. This state of being assured of deliverance is described in the third master Donran Daishi Tuanran's commentary as entering the ranks of the truly assured at that very instant of emergence of Shinjin, the individual Buddha nature. Then all subsequent nembutsu shall be realized as the nembutsu of thanksgiving to the Buddha for this assurance of the state of perfect peace and utmost bliss. Anakashiko, anakashiko. These venerable and awe-inspiring words are originally wasted on beings such as I. With reverence, I humbly remain. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namanda. 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 Namanda.
Namandavs, 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 namandavs. Please everyone rise to the reading of Ti-Sarana and Three Treasures. Please everyone join me, Gasho. Buddha Sarana Gacchami Dhamma Sarana Gacchami Sangha Sarana Gacchami. Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born to human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depths of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become unity in true accord, in a light of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard it is to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teachings. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namandabs, 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 namandabs. Please, everyone, be seated. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Sensei.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone for joining Central California Nishihonganji combined the Hoonko Memorial Service for Shinran Shonin. I appreciate Fresno Betsuin Buddhist Women's Association to prepare today's onaijin flower and manju for our streaming service. I really appreciate Fresno Betsuin BWA. Thank you so much. This morning, I'd like to talk about the multilingual skill will help you understand others better. But before I start my talk, I'd like to introduce my buddy. His name is Kanamochi. He's my puppet. So please call his name loud, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Kanamochi.
Howdy, howdy, how are you everyone? My name is Kanamochi. Oh, good morning, Kanamochi. How are you? Oh, I am super. How about you, Reverend Cos? And Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year, Kanamochi, and I am super too. Today, I would like to talk about the multilingual skill will help you understand others better. Oh, Reverend Cos, some viewers may not know who is Shinran Shonin. Please tell us. Sure. Our Buddhist Sangha respects Shinran Shonin as a founder of our Nishihonganji Buddhist school. He died on January 16th, 1263. That's long time ago, over 750 years, at the age of 90. Every January 16th, every year, we host his memorial service. It is called Hoonko. That is why today's service we call Hoonko on January 16th. Hoon basically means that show our respect or express appreciation, and ko means gatherings. So Hoonko means the gathering to show our respect and express gratitude to Shinran Shonin. He was a Japanese monk and mastered several Buddhist languages such as Sanskrit, Siddham, and Chinese, classical Chinese, while he studied Buddhism at Mount Hiei. His multilingual skills helped him to get more accurate understanding of ancient Buddhist texts. And he started sharing very unique translation of Buddhist teaching in Japanese, and his translation caught many people's attention, and his school became so popular in Japan. Oh, that is why today's your topic is about the multilingual skill will help you understand others better. Yes, Kanamochi. For example, at our Nishihonganji temple, our main teachings is based on Jodo Shinshu teachings. The original teaching of Jodo Shinshu was formed and developed in India about 2,000 years ago. We generally use the English translation of Jodo Shinshu teachings here in the US at the Dharma school. It is translated at least 3 times to have our English version. Oh, really? Yes, there are 3 translations, and also at the same time, there are lost in translation. When I compare the original with the English one, the original was written in the ancient Indian language. there are many differences. Oh, really? I understand missing or lost in translation. I have many classmates who are from other countries. We communicate in English, but sometimes what I meant and what they understood is different. Yeah, I understand the difference too. So, right now, I provide youth Buddhist education here in the Central Cal. One of the youth class is called Padma. I have 4 middle school and high school students in the class. I teach them multi-Buddhist languages such as Sanskrit, Pali, Tibetan, Japanese, and classical Chinese. By learning these languages, my students get better understanding of Buddhist teachings. They can explain what does Buddha means in these languages. Oh, really? Yeah, they are much smarter than me because they are so young, so their brain can absorb any language quickly. And also, they put their own effort to learn more on Buddhism, like Shinran Shonin did it. Oh, I remember that you said before being a Buddhist is being a lifelong learner. Oh, Kanamochi, you have a good memory. Yes, I said so. And I like to add the followings. By learning different language, we also learn their culture. We can understand others better. We sometimes think English is a mighty language. And sometimes we feel, oh, no need to learn other language because everything just translates into the English. But it is not true. As I mentioned, translation creates loss in translation. I think Shinran Shonin realized that the importance of learning different languages to avoid loss in translation of Buddhist texts. In our school system, in our United States school system, when students enter middle school, they have a choice to learn multi-languages such as Spanish and Japanese. I highly encourage our Dharma school students to learn other languages. It is not only for their GPA, but also they can understand people who speak these languages and their culture. So one of my friends, they wanted to watch Japanese manga, but they did not understand Japanese language. So I recommended instead to read translation of manga, better to learn Japanese, hiragana, and katakana, then they can get direct meaning of what the character said. Shinran Shonin lived 90 years of his life as a lifelong learner. He did not give up his learning passion and effort until his last breath. He always wanted to learn and share Buddhism as accurate as possible by learning multi-languages. On this Hoonko occasion, we should learn from Shinran Shonin's passion and attitude for learning. Our Dharma school students have unlimited potential and options for their future by learning. After 750 years from passing of Shinran Shonin, he continues to encourage all of us to live as a lifelong learner. Oh, our time is over, Kanamochi. Oh, our time is over. Okay, everyone, please, everyone join me, Gassho. On this Hoonko occasion, we should learn from Shinran Shonin's passion and attitude for learning. Our Dharma school students have unlimited potential and options for their future by learning. After 750 years from passing of Shinran Shonin, he continues to encourage all of us to live as a lifelong learner. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu.
Namanda, 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 Namanda. Okay, good morning. January is the month of celebrating the new year and also the month of Hoonko service in memory of Shinran Shonin. There is a text called Hoonko Shiki. Hoonko Shiki means regulations for Hoonko service, which was written by the third Monshu of Honganji, Kakunyo Shonin, who started the Hoonko service in January. To praise the legacy of Shinran Shonin at the Hoonko service. This Hoonko Shiki is very beautiful and it contains important message to hear. Recently, many temples do not read this Hoonko Shiki in order to shorten the time of the service because it takes time to read the whole Hoonko Shiki text. However, that would be too much of a waste. So I will try to interpret them in a way that modern people can understand. First of all, I would like to talk about how I was inspired when I read the Hoonko Shiki, regulations of Hoonko service today. Please think of this as the common spirit of Jodo Shinshu followers that has been handed down over the past 700 years. 800 years have passed since then, when a small light was lit. People in Japan found hope for the first time. Before they could even see the joy of being born as human beings, their dreams have been stolen by worldly power and the demons that support it. While even their lives were being played with, still feared it and clung to it. And those who have no choice but to live in fear. Now they have found a path that is unencumbered. They were able to regain the joy of life. Shinran Shonin, the life being that you have encountered is the light of the world, beyond all discrimination. Each one of us testifies to the life that shines in our own way. We find a world without weapons of massacre. We will realize a world of non-violence someday. Shinran Shonin, you speak with conviction and passion about the life being that you have encountered, and we are here in front of you. You are calling the core of awakenings, and by the call of those who have heard your teaching, many Nembutsu followers who have awakened to life, I now chant Namu Ami Tab with Buddha's natural voice, Namo Amitabha. Shinran Shonin, I was shared by Shakyamuni Buddha. Shinran Shonin, Shinran Shonin, it was shared by Shakyamuni Buddha and traveled through India, China, and Korea. The voice of Namu Amitabha. You have proved the truth, so have reached countless Dharma practices. And then it was to me now. The Namu Amitabha that you have recited. My grandfather heard it, and he recited it. My grandmother heard it, and she recited it. My father carried on it. My mother carried on it. And then it was delivered to me. In the year 2022, politics and economics are entering in turmoil, and an uncertain future covers the time and the society. Democracy is shaking, and we don't know how to live our lives because we cannot find any certain guiding ideas and principles. One person said, in the coming economic depression and political unrest, we cannot afford to go to the temple. I don't have the time to listen to teachings. The 13th century, when Shinran Shonin manifested Jodo Shinshu, was a transitional period when the aristocratic society collapsed and the samurai society rise. The 15th century, when Renyo Shonin shared the Nembutsu, our direct ancestors, was a time of war, epidemic, and famine. Our ancestors sought true salvation from Shinran Shonin teachings because society was in turmoil and anxiety, and because their individual life beings were facing in crisis. If our Jodo Shinshu teachings were truly the teachings of Shinran Shonin, we would be seeking Shinran Shonin teaching because we are living in a time of confusion and anxiety, and because our lives are obviously getting difficult. Are we really listening to the teachings of Shinran Shonin, the teachings that our ancestors truly thought and listened to with all their might. This time, and the society is questioning our attitude of listening. We are living in an age and a society that is full of turbidity. We are unable to see the truth. We have lost our way of life and our original place in this world. The life of Shinran Shonin and his teachings are the torch for us who are crawling on the ground in the darkness. When we remember Shinran Shonin, we can find the way to live in truth. When we forget Shinran Shonin, we are lost. Shinran Shonin, you are here now. You are surely here with us now. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandab, namandab, namandab.
Again, thank you so much for attending today's Central California Nishihonganji Combined Sunday. いや、これ後で撮ります。いや、11時からって言ってたんで、この後で撮ります。生んだぶつ。Again, thank you so much for attending our January 16th Central California Nishihonganji Combined Hoonko, the memorial service for Shinran Shonin this morning. In closing, everyone please join me gassho.
Namo
Namo Amida Butsu. Namandab, 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 namandab.
Thank you, everyone.